really, it all looks pretty good because that vase, that's what's on the line this week. The first ever Danielle Downey Classic at Brook-Lea happening all week long. Joining us now, one of the participants in that tournament, someone people who've been in the Rochester area for a while may know and recognize, Tessa Teachman. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So you're here on a sponsor's exemption. Your first time playing a tournament in Rochester as a professional. This is something, being from Webster, that I know you said you've always wanted to do, right?
Oh, definitely. I grew up going to the LPGA at Locust Hill and spending all week there admiring the pros. And I remember telling my dad, I can't wait to be inside the ropes one day playing here in front of a hometown crowd.
And you actually played, didn't you, one year?
I did. I actually received an exemption as, I think, a 14-year-old and had the opportunity to play, which was crazy at that time. And I still cherish it as a great memory.
The name on here, Danielle Downey, a lot of people know. She was a player from Rochester who had a lot of success in the golfing world, and unfortunately she passed away. But she was one of someone you looked up to a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Danielle was the player to be in Rochester, and we were about 10 years apart, so I didn't get to play with her, but we definitely had correspondence, and I looked up to her greatly. She was a class act. She was not only a phenomenal golfer, but she would do anything to help anyone. And as a junior golfer growing up in this area, she was who I idolized.
And she's someone as well who, this has always been a women's golf town. We had women's golf here for almost 40 years, and the tradition's continuing now. But you mentioned that she was someone that you idolized. She kind of was setting that pace for people like yourself. Even though professional golf was so big here, she was one of the big names that actually lived and played here.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool that the Wegmans LPGA, you got to see players from all over the world come and compete, but Danielle was that local connection, and Rochesterians love their local connections.
Yeah.
And it's such a wonderful golf town that just to rally around her, and hopefully this week that we'll see some good crowds and they'll rally around some more competitors and hopefully myself.
Let's backtrack for just a second, because some people are like, wait a minute, I thought the LPGA stop wasn't here anymore, and You're right, it's not. This is a different setup. Can you explain it?
Yes, this is actually the Symetra Tour, and it's the developmental tour, or the road to the LPGA. So we have the same quality of golfers that could play on the LPGA at any moment, and I think it's a lot more approachable for the fans to come out and get to know the players and see them before they hit the really big stage. But it's going to be a great event. I know Mike Vidala and all of the committees have put in a ton of work to make this the best event they can. Big shoes to fill, but I think they're right on track.
And you're trying to make it to the LPGA Tour, right?
That is my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
It's what I've been dreaming of since I was a little girl here, hitting balls in the backyard.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes this year, and hopefully hope to be there next year.
And you mentioned the quality of play. It's definitely there. Some good players have come up through the Symetra Tour and had success on the LPGA Tour before.
Yeah, a ton of them actually. I know we have, by the end of the year, the top 10 on the money list will earn their cards. So you'll see a lot of these girls out there next year.
So for fans who come out, they can, you said, do you think it's a little bit more of an approachable event? I'm thinking people might want to come out and watch.
I think so, and we hope so.
Right.
I know you can get tickets online at DanielleDowneyClassic.com, or you can go to Wegmans, which I've already made several stops since I've been back in town.
Yeah, right?
And we just hope to see people come out and support. Like you said, the weather's supposed to be good, and the course is in fantastic shape, and we just would love to see everyone come out and cheer us on.
This is a town that loves its golf.
And getting a little ahead of ourselves here, but if you win that trophy, are you going to fill it up with anything?
Yeah, what are you going to put in that trophy, in the vase?
Well, we'll have to think about that on Sunday when that time comes.
Maybe flowers,
I'm sure I can think of something good.
Yeah, I bet. It's really nice talking to you, Tessa.
Well, thank you.
I wish you the very best of luck
Thank you
this
so
Thursday.
much.
I would give it to you as we end our interview, but I think we have another gal here who
She might want to, yeah.
So,
yeah, I'm afraid to
giving
even
a look
touch
over
it. I
there.
don't want to look at it. I'm afraid I'm not even going to look at it.
All right, so we're going to